Do you want to become big and strong? Do you want to be a good fighter? You want to be able to, pull some punches and just win in any fight? There's training, different workouts, right? Then there's also subscribing to my channel and liking this video and liking the other videos. Like, you don't realize that subscribing to my channel and liking my videos that can actually benefit you as a person. Like, this is just one thing that people are just not realizing, and it kind of sucks. In today's topic, I'm going to be talking about UFC 266. I finished watching it. I only was able to watch like four matches, which they were all pretty good matches, except there was one sleeper one, which I'll get into in a bit. But so what I've seen and everything, it was overall really good event, fun to watch. Uh, Four matches I caught were the two main events, which were the women's. Have like a little thing right here because I'm not gonna remember a single fucking thing. Like their names, they just went out of my head. But yeah, so women's flyweight championship, featherweight championship, middleweight uh, fight, and a heavyweight fight. They're all pretty good. There's one sleeper one. You'll find out soon. So the heavyweight one was the first one that I was able to tune into, and it was with Curtis Blades against. Oh, I'm gonna butcher this so fucking badly. Jarzi, Jarzino, Jarzino, Rosensu. I fucking butchered that so badly. Holy shit! But Blades versus the other guy. God, I fucking butchered that name so badly. That was a pretty interesting fight. I actually really liked it. Uh, I didn't think. I don't want to spoil it just in case, but the winner. I didn't think the winner that won that match would have won, just because kind of like what I've seen and kind of what was done and everything. But the guy won, and W's to him. That's pretty good. Next fight, we have Lawler versus Diaz. That was a pretty good fight. There was the rematch. It was 27 years in the making. Oh my god. Did I say fucking god? I'm deleting my channel. Fuck this. 17 years in the making, not 27. 17 years. Fucking idiot. It was a rematch, building up for about 17 years. Uh, in the first match that happened 17 years ago, Nate Diaz won. And in this match, I'm not going to say who won, but it was a pretty good match. Uh, Days had some really fucking heavy punches. Lawler had a lot of energies, while Days had a lot of heavy punches, and a lot of those landed. Uh, that was a really good match. Then we go to the women's flyweight championship, which was Valentina versus Lauren. I'm not saying Valentina's last name because I'm gonna fucking butcher that so badly. But it was Valentina versus Lauren Murphy, and this was kind of the sleeper match for me. See, Valentina was good in it. Like, she had a lot of good moves. She obviously she's the champion. Valentina's the champion. Uh, and obviously Lauren was. Look, she was fighting for the championship. Lauren, it's just she wasn't bad, but like I feel like she could have done a lot better because they were building both of them up, and while Valentina lived up to the height, Lauren, she needed work. Okay, she wasn't getting a lot of punches or kicks in at all. She was just kind of in her defense stance for a good chunk, but that was kind of the sleeper match for me. The outcome of that's kind of obvious. It's just kind of, I guess, how I explain it. It's not the greatest how I'm explaining it, but I think it's pretty obvious. And then the main event, which was the featherweight championship, with Alexander and Brian Ortega. I'm not going to say Alexander's last name because I am going to fucking butcher the fuck out of that. But that main event was fucking amazing. I love that main event so much. It lasted the whole 5 rounds, so you got the whole 25 minutes of both of them going at it. They were both, in my opinion, just equal. You know, while Alexander had a lot of energy, and by the 5th round, he was starting to lose a little bit of that energy. Uh, you got Ortega that you could tell that he lost some energy, but he was still fucking going at it. Like, in the 3rd round, Ortega was able to put Alexander in 2 submissions. That's right, 2 submissions. But Alexander was able to get out of both of them, and Alexander was fucking started whomping his ass, Ortega's ass, while, you know, Ortega was still on the ground. But Ortega made it through, and Ortega was able to put Alexander in another submission in the 4th round, and Alexander was able to break out of it, which is to be able to break out of 3 submissions. These were some like really fucking good submissions because Ortega was actually like fucking grabbing onto him, like it, you know, was actually like choking him, you know. But Alexander was able to break out of them, which was kind of fucking surprising. Uh, and then by the 5th round, they were just kind of having like a fist fight with. I definitely think Ortega did was in the. I think Ortega definitely won the 5th round, but kind of didn't. A little bit of a spoiler right there, but yeah, the UFC 266 was a really good event. Really fucking enjoyed it. Uh, I'm gonna go into a little spoilers here of who won, who lost, so I can actually like explain it more. So if you wanna click off the video to save you from spoilers, this now's the chance. I'll give you guys a couple seconds to do that. If you do, hope you guys have a great day or night. Now that those people are gone, if you're here for spoilers, well, here's the spoilers. So in the heavyweight match that I watched with Curtis and this guy Jarzino. It's probably a little butchered, but at least I can say it. Blades won. Blades. I thought Blades was gonna not win. I thought this was gonna go to Jarzino because Blades, just by his face, looked like he had more damage. His eye was kind of like swollen, couldn't open it, but he won that. Middleweight with Lawler versus Diaz. Lawler was able to get revenge after the 17 years, which I think Lawler definitely deserved that. Lawler definitely seemed to have a lot more energy, seemed to be throwing some more punches. I mean, Diaz definitely threw a lot of punches, but and they were all really fucking heavy punches. Don't get me wrong. Like Diaz was really good. I liked his performance, but Lawler seemed to be the better man in this match, which W's to him. Now we get into the women's flyweight championship. Who won that? Valentina, obviously. Uh, she's on a 6-win streak. Just Murphy, she she has potential. She really does have potential, but in this match, she just I didn't see that potential. I didn't see that hype. I didn't see that build up from her. She just wasn't really that great in this match. Like she's a good fighter. She has skills. She has moves, but she just wasn't good in this match. Like I don't know how to put it in the nicest way possible. She just wasn't that great. And then you got Alexander versus Brian. Alexander won, which I was kind of thinking Ortega was gonna win. I mean, he was able to put Alexander in 3 fucking submissions. And in the 5th round, Ortega definitely had some good punches and knocked Alexander a little loose there. Alexander definitely lost some energy in the 5th round, but I guess overall I can see Alexander won and definitely deserved it. Uh, and Ortega definitely needs a little bit of work, but I definitely think like he's got it. Like if he won that, I I wouldn't be surprised at all because I was sitting there by the 3rd round thinking Ortega's definitely gonna win, which he didn't. But and that means Alexander has a win streak of 20 and still champion. So that's kind of impressive. It's pretty impressive. So yeah, that's a little spoiler section. Just went through who won and kind of explained a little bit more. Uh, so yeah, that's all I have to say. UFC uh, 266. I enjoyed it. I only was able to watch 4 matches though, but from what I seen, I did definitely enjoy it. And like, if any of you guys can find the clips for them, if you're like somehow able to watch it, I would highly recommend it because these are some pretty good matches. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about that. Good event, and yeah, that's really all I have to say. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a good day or night. Peace out. Bye bye.